I just have to point out that I'm aware that my forehead is peeling because I got a tan on Mother's Day and it's peeling. So I just wanted to point that out.
Well, no one would have noticed it if you didn't point it out, but that's all
I
right.
noticed. Lacey Silver not only became a member, but she also gifted 5 memberships. And I
Ah,
think she's the bee's knees. I love Lacey Silver.
the shiz niddle bam snippety snap. Nothing.
Not over here.
Half
Not up
baked.
in here.
Half baked the movie. It's
I
funny.
love you, Lacey, and thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, Mrs. Patty Cake, just as I am, Cindy Cat Lover, FAFO, mods, you're the best. I appreciate you very much. Hey, Brock, Third Eye Opens here. I think you, Dira, Shelly Kelly. Okay, we got a lot of mods here, so thank you, mods. Tennessee Girl, did I see her? I thought I did. Oh, I did. I did. Nice. Hey, Roberta, Megan Roberts, Sassy's here. Sharon, Karen Burhow, Joan Marie, Neptune's Adventures with Beth, DS Kitty. I love all these people. Hey, D, Cornbread from Tennessee. Well, that's where I'm at, my friend. Kind of against my will.
What are you wearing for a watch, Pumpkin? You don't have one on? Wow.
I do have one on, but I don't want to tell you. Hey, Marissa Martin. Hey, DNB. P. Taylor. It's
You're
not
just gonna
one
keep
that you
it.
gave me.
You're
Hi,
gonna keep
Alicia.
it down all day. Oh no, it's that one.
Hi, Alicia Johnson. Hi, HBH. Jen Finberg.
You have time to take it off before I see it.
Which one?
The one that is a knockoff of the Emperor.
Oh, no, I'm not. I love that one, though. Hey, Lumen. Hey, iRule. I'm wearing my Michelle watch that I purchased like 20 years ago.
Gotcha. Just curious.
Babe, so do you want to know why? Just from a woman's point of view, I mixed metals today, and I have silver and gold here, silver and gold here, and I like in this band is silver and gold. So I was trying to collect an ensemble that made sense.
Raymond Weil.
Oh yeah,
would have been perfect.
Wonder where that watch is. I'll look for it. Did you happen to show Tommy the watch I sent you? I did. Remember the watch?
I wonder where that is.
This isn't off to a good start.
You're just being funny. You're just being funny. Right?
Check yourself.
No, but you're being funny, right? You don't know where
being funny. It's my favorite watch that I own, babe.
Well, once before it walked away. Remember?
Well, we're talking about right now. This isn't about.
Your hair looks amazing, by the way.
Really?
Yeah, and I love you in black. Anytime you put black on it.
I know you get all thumpery.
I do.
Hey, Buffy. Did you happen to show? Yes, I showed Tommy the watch. He told me next time I come to Ecuador, hey, Peppermint Patty, to bring it, and he will fix it.
Oh, yes. You're talking about the Seiko.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I love winders from Seiko.
Hey, Barbara.
When Seiko started as a watch brand before the quartz craze, and by the way, the first Seiko quartz watch cost more than a Datsun 280ZX that year. It was $15,000 for one of those watches when they came out. Rolex did not have a $15,000 watch in their collection, and a battery watch from Seiko was $15,000. Crazy.
Hey,
but prior to that, they made winders and they made automatics, and I love those watches. I really do. I'm looking forward to looking.
That was very kind of Diana H. She sent me a bunch of little gifts. She sent Huxley a gift. She's amazing. I love Diana H.
I saw all of them.
I know you did. I showed him, D, because I was on the phone with him one night and just showed him everything you sent. Thank you, Buffy. I really enjoyed that show with Nora as well. I had no doubt it would be probably at least 2 hours. I didn't think it would go to 3, but I wasn't sure. That's why I went earlier. I wanted to go plenty early. And I thought Tommy would go on at 7:05. So I thought I was good. And I felt bad that we overlapped. But we only overlapped by about 10 minutes. So it wasn't terrible. Yeah. But it was a great stream. Hey, Just Joan. It was a fantastic stream. It was very helpful. I like talking about the Scientology stuff with someone that can understand me. And Tommy's kind of the only one that does. until I can talk to someone like Nora. Thank you. There's Liz Ferris. Hey, Liz. Um, Tommy is somebody I definitely pretty much lay it all out there on. And I actually, hey, Caroline in Canada, I sometimes enjoy that more because he's had to learn from scratch, like how all of this works. And I would say you've done a hell of a job learning that, wouldn't you? Like navigating what things mean and
I think I'm probably getting better at it. There's so much to it. You know what I mean? Like I think I got a base, but it's terrifying just how much is out there. Like you look at the dictionaries. Like when you popped out the dictionary, I was like, "Good God!" And you were like, "That's one of three or something along those lines."
mhm.
Liz Ferris, long time no see. How have you been?
um Nora made a really interesting point tonight. And I kind of want to go over this with you because
Okay.
it's fascinating. Um, have you ever said anything to you about a comm lag?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know what it is?
Yes.
Hey, Donna. Hey, Angie. Um, guys, a comm lag is just how long it takes you to answer something. So if like I said to Nora, if I say, and most of you probably caught this, but hey, Kat, if I said to Tommy, "Are you a big baseball fan?" and he goes, let me think about it. I don't know. I go back and forth. That would be a long comm lag, and I'd be going, "Come on, like sharpen up your comm lag." Funky,
Yeah.
why don't you sit up here? And I have always had a tough time. Most Scientologists, hey, just want a bird. Most Scientologists will say it they cannot be around people who have long comm lags. It stands for communication lag. You
That
want to
would.
have a
Yeah, that drives me crazy too.
you want to have a really fast comm lag. Okay. Yeah, it does. And I think that's why you and I are so paired. Um, hang on just a second, guys.
We definitely. I don't think there's a lot of lag. You and I, but I would imagine most people would assume we talk over each other, which we don't. But we definitely. You'd have to pay close attention if you saw us communicating.
Thank you, Linda. Yeah, I'm attracted to Tommy for that reason. He's very he and I are kind of like I was saying about Nora earlier. We're all kind of matched because she's quick, I'm quick, Tommy's quick. I like people who are fast on their feet, who right, quick, pretty instant. Um, but my dad used to say to me all the time when I was little, outside of Scientology, like at the store, he would say it. If I took too long to answer, which is more than about a second and a half, he'd go flunk for comm lag, knock it off. Right. So I have this thing where I constantly am like, quick, give an answer. Like it's a trained thing. And Nora totally knew what I was talking about. You do it in the church, but he used to do it he did it the last time I ever saw my dad. He'd go flunk, comm lag. Like it was like a training thing that he did all the time. So I have this thing where when people ask me something, or I always kind of have to be like, like I just have to answer
Every
quickly.
time I think I can't hate your father anymore, you say something that totally makes him worse.
Well, you hate the cold because they're most of them are like that. But I
Calm lag.
realized I realized it in real time today, and I had therapy today, and I love my therapist, you know this. And I said to him, I said, one of the biggest things I've noticed that I'm proud of about myself is that I definitely do this, babe. When I get um worked up or like freaked out and I feel like I'm in a frenzy and I'm like, I gotta answer, I gotta give, I just go, stop for a minute. Like I remind myself all the time, I'm no longer, hey Luciano, I'm not in trouble. So I go, you're not in trouble. Identify that you have choices right now. Like you don't have to answer right away. Nobody's dying. This is not life and death. Um, and so it helps me a lot to go, you have choices. Like slow down. You don't like basically you're not the whole in trouble thing is a big thing for me because I can, as long as I can remember, my dad would go flunk, flunk for comm lag, like knock it off, like all that stuff. So as a small person, you constantly are like, oh God, right? Thank you, Luciano. And as a now an adult woman, that doesn't go away. So I constantly remind myself, hey, Ms. Weedy Poo. You know, I've been calling Gertie that all week. I'm like, there's Ms. Weedy Poo.
Doesn't
Uh,
surprise me.
right, right. I did that with Karen Tootie Greeny for a long time too. I was like, there's Karen Tootie Greeny. Hey, Susan P. Thank you for modding, guys. Um, If that's a great question. If Tom Cruise had stayed in his daughter's life, would he have treated her the way you were treated? Have you ever seen cardinals in Ecuador? No, but there are some really annoying birds there that sound like clowns, and
Parrots.
they go,
Yeah,
they sound like
we
that.
have a lot of parrots. Almost every bird you see is a parrot. And you know
But they
what?
sound like people that are cackling and making fun of
They're
you.
they're a pain in the ass. You'll
Yeah.
learn to like them less if you lived in South America.
Every time I'm in Ecuador and I hear it, I look up and I go, "You think you're better than me?" And I get really upset and I start arguing.
You
Uh,
know, interesting with the Tom Cruise thing. I remember seeing an interview back in the day, and the interview was not with him. It was with somebody that had worked on a film. It was somebody that worked on a film with him,
Lumen.
and they said that because his kids were fully actuated thetans or whatever, that if they wanted to eat M&Ms for breakfast, if they wanted to stay up till 2:30 in the morning, so it wasn't the same kind of thing where he would be beating on his kids like your dad was. He would just let them run wild and do whatever the hell they want because
Right.
they're an adult, and he wasn't gonna. Either way, they would have been that Siri would have. Is it Siri?
Siri, there's those kinds of parents too that are a little more hands off in Scientology. Um, Definitely, I didn't see too many parents that were like my dad. My dad, even my ex mother in law used to say while I was in the cult, she'd be like, "Gene is really extreme." Right? Like he's more extreme. And he was extremely like drill sergeant about it. Tiffany B, thank you, thank you, thank you for your super sticker. Um, yeah, I have
Sure.
major PTSD with thinking I'm in trouble, mostly with men, more with men than women. And Tommy says to me a lot, like if he starts to say something and we're in a serious talk, he'll go, "You're not in trouble. Like I don't want you to like it is." He has no idea how relieving it is for him to do that to me. First of all, I remind myself daily now, like I'm not in trouble, so I don't need him to do it as much anymore. But it's very helpful that he knows my triggers and like things that set me off.
Is she in trouble listening to Sam Kinison and Louis Black because they yell?
Interesting question. Have you ever watched Sam Kennison, the comedian?
Never heard of him.
Because he screams through most of his like his delivery is screaming. There's a couple of comedians that really are kind of over the top that way, but Sam Kennison was really kind of. In fact, they used to call him early in his career. They used to call him the Screamer, and it's an interesting question. I'd like to watch some with you sometime. We'll turn it off really quickly if it triggers you, but I think it might. I've watched you get triggered by people that were not having conversations with you. Like we could be at a restaurant or something, and there's
Oh
somebody
yeah, I can't
screaming.
handle it.
Yeah,
I have a really hard time with it.
or at protests, the bullhorns. People screaming through the bullhorns, even if they're on your side and the things that they're saying is not a big deal. It still kind of wears you down. I've seen it.
Yeah, I can't handle yelling. I will not be friends with people who yell at me. I won't be married to someone who yells at me ever again. And luckily, you don't do that. But hey, Jerry Ellen, my last husband did, right? As you know. And my father did. And a lot of people in Scientology did. I just don't, I think it's such a low form of communication. Like, if that's how you have to get your point across, especially to a woman, like if you're a man, that's weak. It's weak. It's like I can hear you fine and I process so much more normal. When people yell, you see me. I'm like, I get real tense and I can't think and I start to do the like I'm bull baiting thing. So I go into I disassociate and I'm useless. You really aren't going to get much of an answer. I remember Jeff used to go, Are you listening? And I was just like, I can't do the two things at once right now. I'm trying to self-protect. Like I can't answer questions when people are yelling.
You know what I think his problem was, and I'm not going to make a beefy joke. I promise. I'm actually being serious this time. He is one of those cats that needed to be right in everything. Like he absolutely thought politically,
Hugely.
Religiously, whatever,
Massive right
whatever he
fighter.
was talking about, he had to be right. And
Massive right
when he
fighter.
started to slide on that, when it looked like his point wasn't going to be good, then he just started to raise his voice and do that because he's kind of steamrolled, people his whole life that way.
That's so
Your
true.
nephew has a Datsun B210 in the garage covered in beer cans. I love that.
I think your father's a bully. I also think that people who are nothing try to make others feel like less so they can feel they're more. Absolutely spot on, Anne from Massachusetts.
I think he's a Kool-Aid drinker.
Massachusetts?
Yeah. And the lights all go down. Nothing.
Yes,
You
that's
do.
true too. Laura at Big Blue triggered Reese. Laura wasn't doing anything wrong. She triggered the shit out of me. And I love Laura. I don't she's a friend of mine, but she was walking around yeah, did you I don't know if you saw that. You were in that stream.
I
I was
was.
trying to talk and I was like, I gotta get away from like I couldn't think. I can't do two things
I
at once. And
canceled my show that night to hang out with you.
I remember I'm a major multitasker. I pride myself. Guys, I can keep up with stories, read a super chat, keep up with the chat. Somebody's mom just died. Somebody's dog just died. I got to check on somebody's surgery. I pride myself on being able to multitask, and I could not do it. I can't do it when people are yelling. Yeah, Kim is blue. That made me freeze.
That's why I didn't leave. I could tell, really early on that was.
That was a tough stream. It wasn't Laura FM that made it tough. It was all the Scientologists.
I'm not good. I don't want this to come out like I'm defending your dad, because I promise you I don't have that in me. But I don't think that his defining characteristic is that he's a bully. I think he's a Kool-Aid drinker. Like, I think that he is so all in on the bullshit of L. Ron Hubbard that he thought in his mind that he was doing what was best for you. Right? You were a Thetan and all that. I'm not giving him a pass. He's an epic douchebag, in my opinion. But
I give him more of a pass than you do. I give my dad more of a pass.
No, but I don't think he was a bully. Is the point I was getting at? I don't think that that's what drove him. There are people who are bullies. I've met tons of them. Prisons full of them. But I think he's just a guy that was so dyed in the wool. He's a real no shit believer in everything L. Ron Hubbard said, which is fascinating because that guy contradicted himself more than anybody.
I think you could be right. I wouldn't describe my dad as a bully. He doesn't seem to like women very much. But he's just he is the top dog. Like, he thinks he's in charge kind of a guy. He's a dick swinger. I don't know that that's the same thing as a bully. He's very confident in himself. And he doesn't let anybody tell him what to do, kind of thing. But he stomped all over his kids, of course. I don't know that I would classify that as a bully. He doesn't go looking for people to step on.
No,
like Marilyn's a bully. Like, she goes looking for problems, right? I don't feel like he does that. I don't know.
And beats her kids.
Oh my God, yes. She beats her damn kids. I keep forgetting about that.
Or did.
The one kid reached out on my channel today and was like, "Did you know what a piece of shit you are? You're a waste of space, human being." And then she goes, "You wear too much. Your face is all red." And she goes, "I'd be mad too if I looked like a tomato." And I was like, that's it? That's the supreme resume of a bully right there? That's it? Like, that doesn't feel like much to me.
That's because her mom probably put her up to it. You think that kid just
probably?
Showed up?
Yeah, I don't think she just came swinging like that. I still think her mom wrote it, but they probably wrote it together for sure. Yeah, it was sad.
Think of the bull baiting, right? Your dad was not doing that to be a bully. He was doing that because he thought this was going to make you into a better Scientology. I think that
in the wall.
Barbara Waite has a great comment. I think that's solid.
Carrie Cushman, his dad did not treat him that way. My father loved his father. Now, I did not meet either one of my grandpas. They both died of cancer before I was born. But my dad spoke very highly of his father. He hated his mother, hated her very much. And yeah. I think Reese's dad knew he was never going to excel in Scientology himself. So he wanted to be able to ride on the successes. Yes. I also think, though, you ride on the successes by the money you throw into the pot. And so everybody would go, "Your dad's Gene Wally?" Oh my God, because he was such a big whale. He just gave a ton of money. And yeah, he her kid left a comment 2 videos ago on my stream on my channel, Marissa Martin, the one called "You Can't Take It With You." If you go look at the newest comments, I left them up. Marilyn posted it on her channel to start shit, which is just, again, shows you who she is. Yeah, Marissa, her daughter, and I commented on it. I was just like, that's sad. It's sad to see you so broken because you were so abused by your parents, right? I asked this on your stream with Nora and got lost. DNB wanted to know what LRH would handle someone with ADHD.
Vitamins.
Yeah, vitamins, a Purif, and the bridge, Buffy. They didn't acknowledge situations like that, which like disabilities. I didn't even know what PTSD meant when I came out of Scientology. You don't use narcissism. That we have our own words. You would never say that they cast off autism. I'd heard that word in Scientology and they were like, that's not a real thing. It's a made up thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, they would give you vitamins. Did my dad grow up in the cult, Anna? My dad started becoming a Scientologist around 1968. He was born in 49. So he was pretty fresh going into it. Um, and he's still in. So he's been in Scientology a very long time. Hey, baby steps. I've been listening as I can. Thank wow. Thank you, baby steps. That's very kind of you. And thank you for the super
Thank
chat.
you, baby steps. Good to see you. And as someone that has spent, you know what? It's exactly what I was about to say. As someone that's probably spent more time really close to your face than most people, um, I said this on the, I think yesterday's stream. People used to say to me, "What filter does your girl use?" And then they would see me in a picture with you and be like, "Oh God!" And I'd go, "Yeah, yeah, it's I look like the troll." And you
Nobody
look
says that, first of
they
all.
do it all the time. But
I don't use a filter because I don't know how. I would actually like to test one
truthfully,
out.
yeah,
No, I
I would
don't.
think,
I don't know how you do it on here. I never have seen anything that says to use a filter, but I would like to just to see what it looks like, what the difference is. But Alicia says, up close in person, it's a whole different beauty. She's stunning in person, as are you, my friend. And thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I don't see that, but I appreciate you guys saying it.
well, you're getting a lot better at taking that. You really are. I'm proud of you.
I'm
Damn!
trying to.
Your
I'm
dad
trying.
started in Scientology the year I was born, says Lady O. But it was an official damn, and you just don't get those often enough anymore.
I've
So,
missed those, babe.
yeah.
Thank
I
you,
drop one
Sam
every once in a
Hart.
while.
Sam, that's so nice. Thank you.
That is a kind thing to say, Sam. Thank you.
I miss the dams, babe. Those were so good.
No, but it's the reason I brought that up is it's really funny for her to say, you know, you're red, you have bad skin or whatever. It's like it would be like me saying your mom's anorexic. She needs to eat more cheeseburgers and start taking care of herself better. It literally was like she wanted to go after something that was just patently absurd. Maybe it was her way of bucking against mom.
Maybe, but like it's typical Maryland, right? Like that's all they have is like her and her racist friends are like Reese is fat, Reese is ugly.
Well,
it's like
and the child was bitching about you going after the mom for no reason. This woman has
no,
spent
she
the
was a
last 4
hostage. She was a
years.
hostage in her comment. She certainly said like my parents didn't beat me. You took that out of context. Like sure, because that's something we would. That's easy to take out of context. She said she hit them. She said she didn't leave any marks on them. Like she was very upfront and clear about what happened there. And then the daughter said on camera, she starts by going, "It was so bad." That's not taken out of context. You poured
No.
hot sauce down your kids' throats to punish them. Like Marilyn can scream the long con to the moon. I'm happily we'll take that because I think honestly that kind of abuse is so bad. Well, it's like her daughter said, it's so bad. And that will go with you forever. It's very sad. Squirrel, it's very sad. She's a
Yeah,
fraud.
thank you
Yeah.
so
Hey,
much.
Holly. Hey, Holly. Um, but for her daughter to come in and talk about my looks, it's like that's it. We're gonna go low. That's all you can do. It's you sound just like your mom. Hey, Henry's World today. I think of the little Reese in her little cowboy hat deserves so much better. Your father treated you criminally. He left you home alone for weeks at age 8. You know what though? Just Joan, I said this the other day. I'll take any day what I had than my dad beating me and locking me in a room and taking my things away and pouring hot sauce down my throat. Like at least I just raised myself with my 5 animals or however many animals I had at the time, right? Yeah, Angie. Sam Park, that's very kind. Thank you for that super sticker, guys. That's very sweet of you. Holly, I've missed you.
And
Yeah.
Buffy, your voice would not. My Reese can tell you, I have a voice that carries. Years of being a speaker. I project. I definitely
It turns me on.
doesn't it?
Hey, Riley's human. Her daughter said that. Has she looked at her mom? Or yeah. I mean,
Would you? I'm sorry.
it's crazy to me that she would go after my looks.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm attractive, but I'm saying I'm not as
Yeah.
ugly as Marilyn. I mean, no one's as ugly as Marilyn.
Looking pretty damn good there.
Oh, is that what you were doing? I was like,
Yeah,
maybe.
I am taking the high road with these people and not talking about them. But if you put like the Family Feud, 250 people surveyed, and they showed pictures side by side. I don't think
Thank you.
she'd garner 10% of the vote. I would be shocked.
Thank you, Tennessee. I love Tommy's voice too. I love his voice. I love it when he sings to me. Tommy has a great singing voice and he sings to me, and I love it so much. It's even better when we're together.
Yes, it is.
I like to climb on you.
Yes, you do.
I like to get all over it, even though
While I'm playing,
I'm a little thicker. I'm a little thicker.
Are you now?
There's no weight limit because I can climb into his lap and he doesn't mind. And he still breathes. I always ask. I go, "Can you breathe?"
That's because I'm kind of yoked up. You didn't see the video I sent you, did you? Because that really kind of shows.
Oh yeah, no, I did. You did.
Yeah, I'm bigger.
Yeah, I can tell.
Giggity.
I like to get all over it, climb it like a tree.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Black velvet in that little boy.
I like to rub my boobs all over your head.
Ah, Nurse Quibs. It's one of my favorite things ever.
I know. Reese, you inspired me to actually buy skincare products and use them. And is making a difference. You do so much for people just by being you and being real. I love you, Sierra Terry, and I love
I've
to
said
hear
that to you
that.
how many times? I've
Did
said you affect people just being you.
Well, I thought it was in a bad way. That's what the trolls say. Just Joan, I would love to go to Ecuador very soon. I'm trying to figure it out, honestly. Maybe take a trip. I'm thinking about going around my birthday, our birthdays. Tommy, I met Reese and she's gorgeous with a beautiful body. She's even funnier in person. I love you, Third Eye. Thank you. You're an angel. I love her. Thank you, Sierra Terry. And I didn't know that. We should talk about it. What did you get? Paula's choice? I would like to go. I'm thinking about going. Tommy's birthday, my birthday, and Johnny's birthday are like 5 days apart.
If my wife was being honest, I never sang that and a daddy song was on. Tell the truth.
Poor Chase the Heat when you go there. And a daddy song was on.
Never happened. I may have danced. I may have danced to it. I said I may have danced to it because I think I was just wasn't I?
Your peen dance to it, yeah.
Yes, I think I may have.
I have the video.
Of course,
you had pajama pants on, but it was.
I just put them on. I was still wet from the
hot.
shower. I put those on and just started doing the.
It was hot,
but I wasn't singing it.
Babe, why do you keep denying this? What's the big
deal?
Because
I didn't sing it. All right, to show everybody the video. I wasn't singing.
I don't think I can show that one. Hey, Slot Puppy, where have you been?
Sherry Walters, I love that.
We all knew she was going to put her daughter up to something, and we discussed it in the chat. I called it. I said it on Mother's Day. She started putting up Mother's Day posts of how good of a mom she is. And I was like, who does that? And I was like, just wait, guys. She's going to put her daughter up just like a hostage. And she did. Thank you again, DS Kitty, and I love you. Sherry says, old single lady here living vicariously through Tommy and Reese. Well, I love that, Cher.
Please do.
I remember when you first met Tommy, you said you wanted to climb him like a tree. You still say it. I'm July 20th. Stay here for mine too. I love that Riley's human.
Look at how cute that dog was.
I know. I have been saying that for a long time. I like to get a hold of him, you guys. I really do. And he doesn't seem to mind.
Oddly enough, I remember that first meeting. You were wearing sandals.
Oh, when you went, just like walked up and kissed me, and I was like, "Oh, we're doing this now. We're gonna do it."
Yes, well, in your feet, I had never seen them in person, and I like your feet.
Tommy's a foot guy, and he says that of all the feet he's ever seen, what is it now? How's it go?
Yours are the best, the most perfect.
Are you just saying that though?
No, you have a ridiculously high arch. All of your toes are are perfect. They're nothing hammered, and they're that perfect stair step. So that the gap between each one, they look like they were drawn for Jessica Rabbit.
Because here's the thing. Let's just say there was a woman named Michelle. I don't care. And she had really good feet, and you used to bone her all the time, like 30 years ago. What's the big deal if you like? Is it going to scare you? Do you think are you afraid to be like Michelle had better feet than you, but you're second? That wouldn't hurt my feelings.
And I absolutely would say that if that were the truth. We have it on film. The first time I saw your feet, it's on film. You can go back and watch it and see if
It's the truth.
if it looks like even Johnny Scoville. Did you hear that? He said it's the truth. You have ridiculous
What's
feet.
the truth?
Your feet.
I want to hear him say it.
You have gorgeous feet.
There you go.
Settle down.
Babe, this totally made me think of you and me. I have to play this, guys. It's like 10 seconds. It's
1 second first. Mary Beth, please do me a favor. I need the pictures kind of blown up right on the dial. I can't read the manufacturer's names on those. They're beautiful watches, but I need you to.
I responded to your email, Mary Beth. I thought it was amazing stuff.
It is, but I would like to, if I can see the dial blown up, I can tell you everything there is to know about it, but without being able to read it. Like I can identify who makes it, but I need the thing blown up.
Babe, I have to play this for you because I have to show this to you. This totally reminds me of you and me. It says, when you tell your wife a story with a woman's name in it.
I'm not that stupid.
Oh, hold on. I got to turn it up. Why isn't, oh, okay, watch. Look.
You ain't gonna believe what happened today. Tell me why Rebecca that got caught sleeping with John.
Okay, babe, you have to watch.
I'm watching. Put it back on. I'm watching. You are so funny. I am looking
You're looking down.
No, I'm not.
Of course you were. Your head was down.
And I have an iPad that is sitting here, and it's easier on my eyes.
Hey, listen. You ain't gonna believe what happened today. Tell me why Rebecca that got caught sleeping with John. Baby.
Checks out. Checks out.
Sorry, I didn't know you were looking on an iPad. I thought you were just dicking around on your phone, not listening. You know how when we go to watch a movie and you're like, all right, hit play. And instantly Tommy's like,
that's legit. That's legit. I'll take that one.
It makes me cry. I'm like, you're not watching the movie. He's like, yes, I am.
He fucked up.
It was at this moment he knew. Like that poor guy at the door. Yeah, I'm smarter than that. I would never tell a story that had a girl's name in it.
Nancy, I'll send it to you. It was hilarious. All of a sudden, the dude was on the other sid. What?
I got one for you. Honey, I got hit by a car outside the office. Tina brought me to the hospital. They had been making tests and taking x-rays. The blow to my head, though very strong, will not have any serious or lasting injury. But I have 3 broken ribs, a broken arm, and a compound fracture of the left leg. And they may have to amputate the right foot. Wife's response?
Who's Tina?
Who's Tina? Who's Tina?
I've seen those. Those are hilarious. Yes. Yeah.
Who was the guy? I said, who the hell's, was it Todd? What was the guy's name?
Ken.
Ken. Who the hell's Ken?
Who the hell is Ken? Do you guys, I have a question. Reese, you are a lot. Okay, so Megan Roberts. What's the line in the sand there? I don't care nearly as much as I used to, but that's because I have more confidence in myself. I know what I have to offer with Tommy. So it's like if he doesn't see it or want it, I'm like, that's okay. I know what I have.
No, it's because you know that I see it and want it.
Well, that's what you didn't let me finish. Tommy would never be that stupid. First of all, like he would never be that stupid. He's very, very smart. But where do women stand on that? I don't feel like I'm nearly as jealous as I used to be. Do you?
No, you're definitely not as
This wouldn't work. He's in another country, guys. Like if you have a jealous bone in your body, you couldn't have a long distance relationship where he's in another country where it's 75 to 80 degrees every day. Women are walking around in thongs every day. Like it doesn't affect me at all. I know how much this man loves me and it's a lot. Like Tommy is truly like a little puppy, aren't you? You are.
There's something to that.
You are like Tommy. Johnny, sometimes he'll tell me that they'll go walking and Johnny will be like, what a babe. And he'll be like, "I'm sorry, who?" Johnny, didn't he even say to you recently? He was like, "You really don't look, do you?"
I'm not. I don't spend a lot of time glancing at women. Johnny doesn't much either, but I just don't do it at all.
Well,
And
he's gonna be 60. That makes sense.
oh boy, the man is smitten. Do I not send you that all the time?
You do. I'd like my husband to get a girlfriend. That's just me.
Interesting.
Um, I would say neither one of you guys really are like gawking at women.
We're
I've
not.
never
We're
seen
not
either one
really.
of you do it.
Yeah.
I've never seen Johnny do it, but you're men. Like, come on, we're not that naive, guys. Like, men look. Of course they
Have
look.
you ever seen me look?
But I didn't get to finish
Mhm.
again. I've never seen you do it. But you wouldn't do it in front of me. But I don't think you'd do it away from me.
Here's the thing: if you do it, you're going to end up doing it in front of your significant other because it becomes a second nature thing. Or you have to make a conscious decision to not do it, and it will look like you're trying not to look at people. In fact, you know what usually happens to you and me? We'll be sitting at a restaurant eating, and she'll say, "Boy, that was the worst out. Did you see the outfit that girl was wearing?" And I'd be like, "Who? Where?" And you were like, "The one that just walked by. She was like 6 feet tall." I'm like, "No, I didn't see it. I didn't see it." How often does that happen? Did you see that girl? I'm like, "Where?" I just don't. I don't
Thanks,
do
Dave.
it.
Thanks for making it look like I just shame people's outfits.
Not every time. Sometimes you say, "I love that blouse," right? Or what kind of glasses is she wearing? And I'll be like, "What the hell are you talking about?"
It
I think
definitely is
sunglasses are the
50-50.
ones that I remember the last time. What's that?
If something's really bad, I do point it out.
No,
I do.
no.
I do.
You
No,
will
I do.
fashion shame
I have. I will. I do.
if it's especially if it's a bad sweater.
Oof. Are you talking about
I'm not talking about anybody. I'm just saying if it's a bad sweater.
well, sweater never looks good on tofu.
Okay.
If he wanted to look at a sexy, barely dressed woman, he would have stayed that friend meeting where he brought a girl to meet Tommy. Oh, I remember that. Remember that?
Which one? What are we
The
talking
one
about?
where you did a stream
Oh yeah, that was
where some guy in Ecuador brought a woman to meet Tommy.
an expat, a local expat. It was uncomfortable.
Tommy is so cute that he went and streamed about it. Not only did he come tell me, he told the world. You
I
were
was
really
salty.
uncomfortable. You were really uncomfortable.
Well, I was salty. You know, if you tell me that something like that's going to happen, but you show up and what I got was she watches your stuff all the time. She's a huge fan, and you just go, oh
You said she
no.
was like wearing a hiked up mini skirt.
Her skirt, if it was any shorter, it might require a second hairdo.
Was it down to the top of her burning bush?
Yes, I mean it was a mini skirt. It wasn't like foul, but it was a mini skirt.
Did it show the mound?
I didn't get that into it, kid. I didn't get that into it, to be honest with you.
I really think the picture of Tommy and Reese is top notch sexy. There's definitely chemistry in that photo.
There
Oh,
really is.
Lord. You think a photo has chemistry? You need to see our other channel.
Right? Only
You
feet?
should see some of our greatest hits.
That really is a great picture, though. You look like a lioness. Look like you're ready to. Eye roll. Yeah, it was. There are mini skirts that are foul. There are mini skirts where you look at them and go, God forbid she has to bend over and pick up anything. I mean, even not on the ground, but like on the table or a chair.
It can get trashy. Mini skirts, I love a mini skirt because I have short legs, so I can pull them off most of the time. And I like to show skin, guys. When I go to Ecuador, I don't leave much to the imagination. I like to wear
In fact,
shorter.
I've had to run her back in because of a wind situation.
I remember the wind. The wind went right through. I wear cream everything. Cream makeup, Mary Beth. Cream makeup. I really don't use any powder. What's he doing there?
I have no idea. He literally was going like this. I don't know if he was drying his hands. It was the silliest thing I ever saw. Not exactly sure what he was doing. It freaked me out a little bit.
So I definitely don't. I don't know. I wear short skirts myself. Tube tops can be trashy, Lumen, for sure. Yeah. I think there's a way to do it. I like to show skin, but I don't want to look trashy at the same time.
I like a really relaxed kind of coverall. Like a
Yes, you do. With the side boob.
side boob.
When I'm in Ecuador or on a beachy town, I like to do caftans, but I also like to do flowy, like overall type, like flowy pants and stuff like that with like a tank or um, like a bralette thing underneath.
Yeah, like she forgot half the fabric. I mean, I've seen way worse. It's just that you know, to meet someone that's dressed like that and to be introduced as she watches you all the time, she's your biggest fan, and like
You said she was super flirty too.
she was flirty.
Yeah, that the whole thing's weird. The whole thing's
Well,
just
and I
weird.
and it made it sound like you know she tagged along because you know I was going to get introduced, and I feel like that's like a sniper introduction. Like if you say, "Hey, there's somebody that wants to meet you," I have the opportunity to go, "Yeah, I don't really want to do that," but to just drop it
Yeah.
on me when I think I'm going up to have a beer with a guy, that yeah, it pissed me off. I'm not going to lie to you.
Well, it was definitely surreptitious.
Yeah, and I had he and I had actually spent a decent amount of time talking. You know, this is a guy that I had talked to. He should have known better, which is why I beat him like a rented mule. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But I don't spend a lot of time with him anymore.
I wouldn't think that you would. It's pretty disrespectful.
That's what the way I
Didn't
look at it.
didn't that guy know that you were not single?
Absolutely.
Ooh, that's so weird when people do that. That is so uncomfortable when people know that you are taken. And how many people like not even the friend introducing, how many people think it's so weird if you're married, you have a boyfriend, a girlfriend, whatever, they know you're in a relationship, but like they flirt their asses off and try to be appealing, like they're it's like they're hoping to get a chance. That is so uncomfortable. Like homewrecker type people. Hey, Jamie
Yeah.
Palmer, it's such
Yeah.
an eerie, like, I've always seen, like, women who do that with married men, and it's like, "What are you doing? What are you
I, uh,
doing?"
I I knew a woman back in the day. We'll call her Ellie. She did this to every single man on planet Earth. I'm not kidding you. I mean, it could be a 17-year-old. It could be a guy that was 105. You could be married. You could be single. She flirted with every single person that she met. She creeped me out.
I don't like it at all. I think it's so rude. Like, I'm at the point too where if that happened in front of me today, I would just say something. Like, I would just say, "That's super inappropriate, girl." Like, really trashy. Like, yeah, just call them out. I agree with that, Sonny. Just call it's super disrespectful. And it's like women, when we reach a certain age, don't do that anymore. I can see someone, I give a lot of girls in their 20s a pass because I'm like, they don't know who they are. They don't, they're testing boundaries, limits, right? Like I really do. But if you're past that, it's super classless to flirt with another person's man or the opposite, right? A man doing it with a married woman. It's like if you know she or he is taken,
Well, the
why
good
would you
news
do
is we're
that?
guys, so we can just wait for him to go pee and punch him in the face. But with women, it's a little bit different. However, if a woman does that, you can also just go like the smart ass route and say, "I'll bet that was actually really cool when Culture Club, you know, was still a rock band. Maybe let it go. You know what I mean? Grow old gracefully. You're not Madonna. You had men approach you when you were with your husband. That's awful. And
Yeah,
I have decriminalized. I am a much different person than I
I
used
hope
to
that
be. But
doesn't happen ever when I'm with Tommy. My last husband would have got his friends would come up and grab me on the ass, literally grope me in front of him, and he did nothing. I can't. I feel sad for the man who would do that in front of Tommy.
yeah,
I feel like you would take your giant paw and just like crush something.
yeah, or just grab him by the throat and drag him outside. It's happened before, and I didn't like those people as much as I like you. It would be bad. In fact, I had a conversation about this with my brother earlier. We were talking about something, and I said, you know, if they had done something like that to Reese, he was like, you'd be in prison.
Yeah, I don't like that. I really don't like when people try to test that and get away with things that just trying to break up other people's relationships or like seeing how far you can get away with something is so trashy. As a woman, I think it's so gross to do that. Hey, Roberta.
Roberta, good to see you. Yeah, it is trashy. It is. And you know what? Someone, I think Buffy said, no one has ever come up and hit on me. No disrespect, but maybe you just didn't read the cues because the this is Reese has this problem, right? Don't you? Be honest. Guy hit on you on the airplane, and I called you and said the guy's hitting on you.
That
Like
was weird.
I could recognize it from sitting in the apartment, but I had to kind
Yeah.
of bring it up to speed.
I don't pick up on it's true. I don't know if men are hitting on me or not. Sometimes I can't tell. I was on a flight to Ecuador and I was shocked. I sat next to two white people, which is just it's strange, right? Like
It's
Ecuador,
odd.
yeah, going to Ecuador, I've flown there a couple of times and to and from, and it's almost always Ecuadorians. It's very
Right.
rarely Caucasian people. And I was seated next to a white couple, and there was a lot of white people on the plane. They were going for a wedding, and the guy was in the middle. I was in the aisles. I always pick an aisle seat so I can pee if I need to, and the girl was in the window. They were so cute. We were chatting, and they had what did he say? They had just moved in together, or they had moved in together like only been together like 6 months in the same house. I can't remember, but seemed
And they
really
were about to get
happy.
married or some
No,
shit.
they hadn't. They're not engaged yet, but like it was super serious. You could
Right.
tell it was heading. Anyway, she fell asleep and he started to get weird with me. He was like, how long have you been with your boyfriend? And I was like, years. And he was like, so what's he like? What's that like? And what did he ask me? Something got really weird. And I was like, I even said to him, I was like, didn't you just say you moved in with your girlfriend? Like, I had to remind him she was there. I was like, what's going on? It got weird. It got creepy. The second she fell asleep, it got weird.
Well, and again, like you said to me, yeah, there's a couple that sat down next to us, and I was like, did the guy sit next to you or the woman? And you were like, the guy.
He did.
I said, okay. And then you said something. He said, I'm like, this guy's hitting on you. And then later on, you were like, yeah, I think he was. He also put his hand next to your leg and said, oh, sorry. He was creepy.
That's right. He like put his hand on my leg, and I was like, oh, Nancy, you had to what? You had to go to the ER yesterday? You said you messaged me and I haven't read it yet. You probably messaged me about that. Okay, definitely, Nancy. I didn't know.
I can't put a one up. Like I don't have the ability to do that, but I wish I could.
We love
But I
you,
signed-
Nancy.
Yes. But
There it is.
Buffy, I don't listen to things other people say. It's never a good idea.
I'll read my messages, Nancy. I'm sorry. I'm really behind. I gotta say, that's why I always feel so much more comfortable with women. It never ceases to amaze me. Like men get so. Why do men have to get creepy? Who was I talking to about this the other day? It's like I don't care how old they are. It's like they're always thinking about that with women.
Women do it too. Make no mistake.
Well, you're probably right. It's just I get it. The flow is to me from men, right? So like I don't get it from women. I don't doubt you that you're saying that because you've gotten the flow from me, right, from women. But I hate it because it's babe, it is different for a woman because you tell me a time that you felt unsafe. Maybe once or twice in prison, I would guess. But like when that guy touched my thigh,
White
I was
chocolate.
like, yeah.
I felt unsafe.
I'm sorry that happened.
Yeah.
Well,
she would have beat the shit. You know what I mean? I couldn't. It's not like I'm going to hit a woman. And she looked like she could lift some weights, and she was dressed provocative. You remember what she was wearing? And just the way she said it. You know what I
kids
mean?
were hanging out. Yeah.
She
was super predatorial. It was super
predatorial. I walked up
predatorial.
to any woman and went, hey, why'd your man leave, let you off a leash? People would be like 911, right?
Oh, but, yeah. Women get away with so much more shit than men can. It's awful. She went up to Tommy and she said, hey, white chocolate, who let you off your leash? It was so predatorial. It was such a gross thing to say. It's like, of all the ways to flirt, it's kind of like our haters being like, okay, tomato face. It's like, really? Of all the things you had the opportunity to say, that's what you said?
And you know what I rocked with? Do you remember?
Thank you, Brenda.
I went over and yelled at Reese. I was like, why am I off the leash? Did you hear that?
He did. He literally came running over to me and he was like, hold my hand, hold my hand. I was like, what happened to you? Why are you so traumatized? She was she was like gazing at you. It was creepy.
It
Yeah,
was
I
creepy.
don't know why people have to get creepy. It's like, were you always this way as an adult? Why? Why do you put your hands on people? Why do you think it's okay to talk like that? I would never
You know
talk to
what
somebody like
happens?
that.
It worked once, right? It worked once, and then becomes part of a repertoire of things that they continue to do. We don't do anything because it doesn't get us the results we want. We do things because it does get us the results. And I'll bet you that she's dropped that line on tons of guys that were like, hey, I don't have a leash, right? There are people that might be very excited about that. I wouldn't have been excited about that if I was single, but I was there with you the whole
No.
time. Like I stood next to you for hours while we were watching, Hawks. And the second I walk away, she came
This was at a school football
to camp.
yes.
She was,
Tommy has had the flu, Brenda, for the last few days. His coloring is definitely off.
no question. And currently, I have a thing with my lungs there. I just can't take a deep breath. It feels like someone's stabbing me.
Thank you,
Yeah, it
Nancy.
is. It is what it is. Men do it way. The thing with men is that whether we do it more or not, it's just that when a man does it, it feels predatory because they're usually bigger. Wasn't
Thank
that the
you,
beginning of
Nancy.
relationship Tourette's? Was
Probably.
it? It could.
Barbara Waite would know. I mean,
Yeah,
our
it could have
audience
been.
would know. But guys, in all seriousness, like that, I don't know how all you women and men feel about it, but when someone makes a creepy remark like that, um, oh, it makes me shudder. It makes me so uncomfortable. And it's worse when men think they can touch you. Like I hate, hate, hate touchy-feely people who put their hands on me. I will never forget that working at my old job. I mean, it's way too far. This wasn't touching, but this dude on a Saturday and there was like no one there and I was taking out garbage and there was no cameras around right there. And I'd known this guy. I'd never had an issue. And he came behind me and he shoved me up against a wall. So my face was to the wall and he had both of his hands over me. And he said, he put his, like, literally put his lips on my ear and he said, stay still. And I was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I couldn't even talk. I was hyperventilating. Thank God the elevator went ding and somebody was getting off and he let go of me. But like, that's an extreme example, but it's like, why do people feel like that's okay? Why do you feel like you can do that? It's so evil and predatory. It's weird. Do you think I'm going to, like you did, like you said, you go, she's gotten away with that. Did he think I was going to be like, oh yeah, I'm into this? Like I was so freaked out. It's just the constant entitlement and expectation that we welcome this kind of attention. It's some kind of a weird, like men think we want that. I don't know. That guy did put his hand on me on that airplane, and I was like, too far. Like, why? Men flirt more openly. Women are much quieter and tend to project passively. Project. Sorry, I said that wrong. Yes.
Some, right? I had one tackle me,
I know.
literally.
Guys, Tommy has been assaulted by women. It's a real thing. And that's another reason when we started this conversation, I don't have jealousy issues because when I used to be jealous, I think that was overlap from my last relationship with the jester stuff, like him going to those parties. And I think I let that bleed into this one. And now that Tommy has shared everything, it's taken him years. But now that I know probably more than most people know about his past, I feel zero jealousy because of how much assault he's had to endure from women. Tommy's not a big fan of women. He feels safe on YouTube talking to women, but in real life, there's no way he's going to go out
I'm
and
not going
try
to be at
to,
a club.
huh?
I'm not going to be at a club. Um,
No. He did. He saw his doctor today.
I went there today, actually. Are
He
you
got
kidding?
treated.
I belong to Reese. You don't think she said your lungs hurt? Go.
I did.
Kind of
I
how it
was,
went down.
what did I say? Like 3 times. I said, go now.
Yeah.
Thank you, Nancy. And he did. He went and got treated today. So I feel much better about it. I don't let, I can't make Tommy do anything. but I am constantly all over him and his health. I'm very careful about symptoms. How often am I like, when did that start? How long has that been going on? Are you drinking water? I push you all the time to do things like that. He doesn't
Sure.
have pneumonia.
No, I have a torn muscle, right? I work out a lot,
Hey,
right?
Mutt
And
man.
and I probably should work out a little less at my age, I guess. But I work out a lot, and I think that my doctor said I tore a muscle that was up here, but it attaches to the diaphragm. So when I breathe in deep, I get a really serious pain. But I went in and got looked at, and there's no fluid buildup there, which would be what is it, pleurisy? Is that what they call it? Yeah,
Pleurisy.
yeah. There's no fluid buildup or any of that. So just non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs and time.
Yes, but he did go today. Ecuador has a great healthcare system.
We have a great healthcare system.
He gets seen right away.
There's never a wait. You walk in the front door, and within 2 seconds, you haven't filled out one piece of paper. You're in triage. You know, it's just I can't do hiccups. I sneezed earlier, and it felt like the end of the world.
I really hate that, Peanut.
Yeah, it sucks. But you got to admit, I bounce back quickly. So
You do,
I'll
but
be
you also push yourself and it pisses me off. I am constant. I am all over Tommy about not streaming, sleeping. How much sleep did you get? Lay down, take a nap, take a hot shower. I push him all the time to take care of his body and put his body first. He's not getting any younger. Dude's going to be 56. Okay. No, nothing. Okay.
Going to be 28.
I'm sorry you couldn't be here tonight, babe. It's too bad.
You know, sometimes I look over and I read comments, you know?
I know. You have a long comm lag sometimes.
Yeah.
Could be out of shape from coitus.
No, I could be out of shape from lack of coitus.
Lack of coitus, yeah.
Yeah, we're not getting enough.
Unless there's something I don't know, Mop Man. I think it's lack of coitus. Every time I see that word, I think of Jeff Lebowski.
Yeah,
you're coitus?
Yeah. You're Johnson. You're this.
His Johnson or his rod.
What do you think of sex? What, you mean coitus?
You remember Uli?
Yes. The Mary Beth, I think, is the one you're talking about a doctor? Because they did find a dual citizen of the United States and Ecuador who was going around South America and keeping books. He was a freak, but he's never going to get out of prison. He got life.
Tennessee girl, I never thought you were coming on to Tommy. We've pretty much cleared out those people. Now, guys, you weren't all here like a year plus ago. So like 1 to 2.5, 3 years ago, Tommy had some creepy women on the lifeboat. Am I wrong?
No.
He had some creepy women who were like predators, and they would say weird shit in the chat, but they'd say even weirder shit on email. They'd email him and be like, "Hey, ditch Reese and come get some of this."
Yeah, there were some really
If you can't get coitus, here's some coitus.
I'll be right back.
Ooh, Bunny.
I'll be right back.
He's so old. Why are you so old, babe? Just kidding. He's not old enough. That's hilarious, Slot Puppy. I love you. I've missed you on my channel. Where you been? Thank you for the super chat. Oh, it was so weird, Megan Roberts. We had some weird women. Like, it took a couple of years to flush those women out. But some of them were like really coming on to him, like right in front of me. I'd be in the chat and they'd be like, "Hey, I'd like to test him out too." And I'd be like, I'm standing here, you fucking creeper.
I also, you know, when you first start doing YouTube, you get this thing in your head that, you know, unless somebody says something really foul, you're not going to block them. And then you do it for about 4 or 5 years and someone pops up and goes, "You are the most handsome person I've ever seen on YouTube." And you go, block. Like you just don't, you know, that's not going to go anywhere that's good for me. right? It's not something that
Well, it's triggering, guys. Like,
I don't like it. It's not.
yeah,
It's not
it's
something that
Tommy has been assaulted by women, like from a young age, and he's talked about
I've had
that.
an issue or two.
Yeah, he's talked about that. So I'm not saying anything he hasn't ever said, but it's no joke. And I think that people think it's a joke because men getting hit on, it's like, oh, you poor thing. No, it's triggering, and it's really I get really worked up about this kind of thing because why is it okay for a woman to do it and get away with that? But if that happened to a woman from a man, he'd be in jail, kind of a thing, right? Like, so it really, really, really upsets me, the imbalance there, that like I've seen it. I was my last husband, women would come up to him and be like, hey fella, and like put their hands on him. And it's like, if a guy came up and did that to me, I'd be super uncomfortable. And just because you're hot and have big tits doesn't give you a pass and men don't want, not all men want that. Like, just because you think like I have all this cleavage and I'm so good looking, he's going to love this. They don't always receive it well like that. So
you're absolutely right.
It's super imbalanced. And, but yeah, Tommy, we would have people in the chats that would be like, you're hot. Like, you're so hot. Like, ew, we don't want those kind of people in our chats. It's just trashy.
No, and we started to bounce them out, and all of them got warned. I would say, please, you know what, don't do that. And then they would continue to do it.
Disrespectful. Like,
and we would bounce them out. And one of them then just told the entire world that she came and visited, met my mom. We had an affair.
Oh my God, she's still
sticking with it too.
I forgot about her. There's a woman that had such a crush on Tommy. She never came into my chat that I know of. She was all over the lifeboat for a long time, and she'd say hi to everyone. Everybody said hi to her, and he finally got rid of her. And she still goes in like other chat rooms and is like, I've been sleeping with Tommy for a long time, and I met his mom, and he slept with me the same time he slept with Reese. And it's like, whoa, wholly unstable. That's sad.
It is kind of sad, right? So
I didn't. My mods did. We blocked somebody last night that came into my chat and was like, Reese, you're so hot, I'd leave my wife for you. And I went, your poor wife. I was like, that's sad. Get him out of here. Like, I don't want that kind of quality of a person. That's a low quality human being right there.
Yeah, Third Eye, as I remember all of those. It was kind of creepy. And
Third Eye has been with me forever. Yeah, she knows.
Yeah, it's but if we look at, and not to go down a huge rabbit hole on this, but you look at teachers, and a female teacher just got busted recently.
Yeah.
And they found out she was sleeping not with one student who was 14, 3 of them, and she got a long prison sentence. They gave her 15 years. But if it had been a dude, he'd have gotten 3 life sentences, right? He never would have gotten out of prison. And I think that, and the problem is even the judge is looking down at it going, she's hot, she's blonde. I mean, it's, but it's just not right.
Well, it's like women aren't seen as predators as much as men. And that's a fact. Like, I don't think even a female teacher, like getting 15 years, you're right. He would have gotten 50, 60. Yeah. I remember some of them, those women couldn't stand Reese. Tommy's audience has changed. It's for the better, Margie Barr. He has I've not seen any riffraff like that in a long time. Tommy has very respectful women, and mostly women. Both of us our main demographic is women. You have definitely more men than I do, but super respectful. The whole boat is amazing and respectful. I don't know, Barbara Wade. It was so weird. Probably just bots, but they were coming in saying weird, inappropriate things to me. And it's like, get them out of here. I wouldn't allow that in real life. Like, this is my channel. This is my living room. I wouldn't allow someone to come into my house and be like, hey, you're so hot. Gross.
Do you know why? Do you know why my channel has changed? My channel has changed because we have. If you go back to back then, the way we treated each other, even when we were live together, I mean, there was this banter that went back and forth, but a lot of it was kind of cutting and not particularly nice. And I'm a guy that for most of my life never said things out loud like I really love this person. It's just not how I have been in my life. And then I just sort of reached a place where I was like, this is. I'm happy. This is exactly where I want to be. And I realized that if I was just open and shared at least that much in my life, then people realize that you're not somebody that's on the market in any way. Like I'm not just with somebody, I'm blissfully with somebody.
Right. Yes, very much so. That is true. You're a lot different there. They just want what you have, Reese. When they get it, they will dump him.
In a
Oh, for
heartbeat.
sure.
In a heartbeat.
Oh, for sure.
They would dump me before they got me. I'm not an easy person to. Yeah, you have to kind of study. Reese is better at it than anyone has ever been. She's very good at knowing, and both of us are. You know what I mean? We
Neither
because of
one
our
of us
past.
could easily have partners. It would never. I've learned that about myself in the last year that like I am not paired well with a real romantic partner. That makes total sense why the last relationship didn't work. Yeah, Tennessee girl, I think very much so. Guys, Tommy is not, and I've said this 100 times, not the same person that he is on YouTube. And that's not a bad thing. He's very much at work when he's on YouTube. I feel bad for Tommy because he actually studies and spends 8 to 10 hours a day on researching what he's going to do with like 6 different tabs open. He's doing all this. Like, we don't talk because he's like, I got to do my research. I'll talk to you after the show. He takes it very seriously. I feel bad because I'm like, hit go live. Hey guys, I don't know what to talk about today, but we're here. And I feel bad because he's doing real work. This is his job. I'm the same. Like, I'm out talking to people in public, you know. He is super private. Tommy is not the same guy on YouTube. He's very private. He keeps a very tight circle. He doesn't want people all around. Oh, thanks, iRule. But yeah, I know for a fact now that I've been with him for years, he truly is the equivalent to me. I'm an ex-Scientologist. It's like having a honey badger as a mate. Tommy is an ex criminal, drug addict, right? He's been abused by women. He is a dog that keeps getting returned to the shelter for sure. Like, nobody can, they just keep going. I can't keep this dog. Right. So it's not, I always say, if you're going to get a retired criminal, just make sure that before you rescue that breed, you research it and you
Yeah,
know
read
what
a
you're
couple of
doing.
books.
Yeah.
Read
Yeah.
a couple of books.
I mean, having Bo, I would tell anybody and everybody, don't ever get a fucking poodle. Don't do it. I'll never do this again. I
I
love
don't blame you,
Bo.
but he's such he really is
Oh,
one of the
he's
kindest animals.
I don't regret it, but I wouldn't do this again. Dogs are 10 to 15 years of a commitment. I wouldn't do this again. He's super, super, super high energy, and I thought it would calm down. He's going to be 5 in September. It's the same, right?
Mm-hmm.
Great dog, super smart, but I don't like big dogs either.
He's so kind to the
gentle
cats.
giant, the most gentle giant. He's a father to all the animals here. But I'm just saying, guys, if I'm being real with you, I'm not a big dog person. They make big messes, you know. Great dog. Just wouldn't, I mean, unless you're like a runner and you can take, I will literally walk Bo for 30 minutes and come home and he's like, what can we do now? What can we do now? What can we do now? And I'm just like, oh my God, I can't handle it.
When we were in Kansas City, Reese said, knock him out, like run him into the dirt. I went outside and probably spent an hour wrestling with this dog, chasing him. And he went and laid down and I said, I did it. He's knocked out. And 15 minutes later, that dog was up, ready to go. He has unlimited.
He's a little boy. He's a child. Like, he's just like, what can we do now? What can we do now? He's just wants.
For real.
I can't pee.
Have a great night, Vince.
He will lay his head in my lap. Good night, Vince. I say it to him every time I pee. I'm like, Bo, please just let me pee in peace. Tommy is that way, guys. So yes, love you, Jerry. I know you guys love Tommy, and I know the women who like are in love with Tommy or whatever it is.
Jerry Allen, have a good night.
I hate that comment that they would dump him in a heartbeat. They would. Tommy takes, it's the same as me. Most men would probably dump me, I would think, pretty quickly once they get past the like, oh, I want to have sex with that, whatever they're thinking. I don't know how men think, but we are so, those are beautiful dogs, Sherry Walters. Thank you, Jason Thompson. Guys, it's no joke dating an ex-Scientologist either.
No,
And we both come with giant set of problems that is just a particular breed.
but
We have a
this time
lot.
around, we did it a lot differently.
We did,
Right?
babe, but we put the work in.
That's what I mean. We did it a lot
And
differently. We started at, what's your earliest childhood memory?
and don't
And then
lie,
went
or
from
I'll
there.
know.
Yeah. I knew you were going to say that. And we would start at the beginning and go all the way up and then do it again. And you really get, people say, if you want to have a good relationship, you shouldn't do things that trigger your partner. How the hell are you going to know what triggers your partner? I mean, you hear people say it all the time that my husband does this and it triggers the hell out of me. And have you ever had a conversation about that? Does your husband know that triggers you? Because if you say to somebody, "This is my trigger," and they continue to do it, you should find a new person, right?
That's anybody in your life. That's not a husband. That's anybody who you put up a boundary and they cross it.
When they push your buttons, they need to go.
Yeah. It's so unhealthy. And you will pay for that so much in the long run if you don't just nip it. Kill monsters when they're tiny.
Before they breed.
Well, just before they get big. That's my new thought on that. I wrote it down from my therapy notes. Kill monsters when they're small because they will grow. If you feed them, they're going to grow.
That's your phone, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, mute that thing. I'm hitting every device in the house thinking it was mine. Wow, Sherry. Our big dog is 12. She was a maniac until she was 6. Good Lord. 6 years of maniac.
That's what I mean. It's a lot. And I feel sorry for Bo because I'm really the only person that loves Bo. Like Huxley gets annoyed with him with his energy. And my mom is like, ugh. And I'm like, Mom, he can't. It's his size. He's huge.
I would take him outside and run him.
People don't realize how Bo doesn't probably look that big on camera. He's taller than me. People don't realize how big Bo is. He's a large dog.
He is a large dog.
But I mean, I love him. I do love him.
All legs.
He's all.
No, when I was there, I would take him outside and run him around and smack him and roll on the ground with him.
Remember when you guys played in the snow? You guys were so
great.
cute in the snow.
I would pack snowballs and throw them, and he would go try to get.
He loves the snow. I call him Snowbo. I told you my parents have a pond. I'm gonna take him. I'm gonna see if he'll swim. I've never seen him do it, but poodles are supposed to be like major swimmers. And remember, his feet, babe, are like webbed.
Big time.
He is Angie Mo. He's super tall.
I don't mind his energy. I really do not mind his energy. The only thing that bummed me out about Bo, you need a double-sized California king if you're going to have Bo as a dog, because Bo sleeps in the bed and has no problem whatsoever getting sideways in it. And when he does, he's 7.5 feet long.
And how does he sleep? He sleeps on his back. Yep.
Like this.
So he will just straight, like you'll wake up and his
junk.
Yeah, it's right. It's right by Andy farts.
Yes, he does.
What were poodles used for? I don't know the answer to that. But the other thing about that, Heidi, is people think they want these doodly poodly dogs. They also cost a lot of money in grooming. Like people don't realize that too. I have been told by many people they wind up in shelters because people don't realize the upkeep of a dog like that. And that's what happened to Bo. I rescued Bo. The lady was like, he's insane. I can't keep him.
Public service announcement.
She put him on freaking Craigslist. I was like, I'll take him. I'll take the dog. Like, I don't want him to get used for something horrible.
Right. If you've ever been one of those people that thinks, I would love to have a Maine Coon cat, research the hell out of a Maine Coon cat before you get one too. I
thought I wanted one until I met Caitlin.
She she takes about 15 minutes a day of grooming. If you don't, their fur is not like any other cat's fur. It's massive. And if you're not combing that out, then you're going to be in trouble. You have to continuously do it.
Who cares about the fur? Her personality.
She's a handful. She really is. And
I'll never get one. I thought I wanted one. I've researched those cats for years. And then I met her and I was like, oh, I never want one of these.
Yeah, she's a lot. And I love her. I really do. I love her to death, but she's a lot. When Johnny walks out of the house, she just starts meowing and she'll do it until you just want to throw her off the balcony.
Yeah, it's awful. I can't stand it either. And I yell at her when I'm there. I'm like, Caitlin, no one's going to put up with your nonsense. Yeah. Yeah, standard poodles, Sherry, are super smart. Bo is a very smart dog. He's super smart. I love Bo. I just would not. You know how like I had a Chihuahua for 12 years. I would get another Chihuahua. I loved him, but quit it, babe. But I'm not a big dog person anyway. But just this kind of, I like more of a lay around kind of dog, and he is not. He is not that way.
No, he
He's
isn't. In fact, if you're sitting on the
sleepy.
couch and you move, he hops up and comes over to
Oh
you,
yeah.
and
I'm like,
then
I'll say to him, I'm like, I'm going to pee. And he'll go, well, I would
follows
feel better if I go
follows
with
you
you.
everywhere you
That's
go.
what he says.
And
He
then
always goes,
Gertrude does the
Bo always,
jealousy.
hey, jealousy. Bo always says, I would just feel better if we go together. I can't open my shower curtain without both of them sitting there staring at me. I'm like, guys, I just took a shower. Honestly, it
Yeah,
actually
kind thing to
bums
say.
me out. Another thing about poodles, I don't know if all poodles, but Bo has major separation anxiety. I
Boy,
can't.
does he.
Holy Lord, I can't. I'm like every day, I'm like, you're lucky I don't have an 8 hour a day job I have to go to like I used to because I cannot leave him for more than an hour without him just like freaking out.
And he's a bit of a crim too. If he catches you slipping at all, like if you're dumb enough to leave the bagels in a bag that his tall ass can
He's a
get at,
con artist.
he
He's
is.
a total con artist. Bo has a good memory and he knows all the secrets. And and it doesn't help that he's so tall that his head goes over the kitchen counter.
He can stand up and get on anything. You have to put the bagels up on top of like the top of everything because
It's awful.
and he'll eat an entire loaf of bread and a 12 pack of bagels in a sitting.
Yep, he loves bread.
Yeah. Goes
He's a
after
con
it.
man. That's
He
a
is.
con man. Bo is truly. Yeah, I love Chihuahuas. I want another Chihuahua. I want to name him Moses. I want a long hair. Oh,
A long-haired Chihuahua.
peanut head. That's
Have
sad.
I not tried to get you a Chihuahua? How many times? How many times have I
God,
called and said, "What do you think of this one right here?"
because
Yeah.
you're gonna steal it from a small child. You can't do that.
Only once was it a small child. The other
Well,
times it was just people.
babe, I feel sorry for you, but I have to be honest. I'm glad that I'm not there because how would that work with us answering the phone?
Oh, wouldn't be a problem.
Oh, it would.
Oh no, it wouldn't.
How would you have sex right now with this?
Probably doggy.
You don't think that would hurt?
Well, I don't know, but the payout would be worth it. So I would fake it if it was hurting anyway. You know,
So dedicated.
I'm nothing if not dedicated. And if it really did hurt, then I would just have to
I think
find
it's funny that you said probably doggy as if there's any other way anyway.
Yeah, that's funny as hell.
Hey, Jeannie Hansen. That's your average Friday night in the Scoville house.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well,
Couple of, you know,
to be honest,
go back to
I
that's true. Buffy is 17. We need to clear this up.
sex has pain relieving properties. I
blame Reese.
I hadn't had sex doggy in a long time because my ex-husband was like 320 pounds and his tummy was too big. So I hadn't in a long time. And so when I finally did with Tommy, I was like, oh Lord, yes. I love going to Pound Town. Hey Priscilla. Hey David Booley.
Let's give them something to talk about.
I love talking about sex, but I realize a lot of people get uncomfortable about it. I won't do it.
And it does give the people that are biggest fans, the fanatics, it gives them a little something to talk about. So
I think it's
once in a while, I
hilarious.
throw them a bone.
They get so creeped out by it. They're like, "Oh my god, sex!" And I'm like, "Yeah, you should try it sometime."
Right?
You can.
Sex is not dirty unless you're doing it right.
Especially people like Marilyn. You know that woman hasn't. She has not boned down in a long time.
I understand she had an affair, which I thought was very courageous to come out and tell the world.
Yeah.
How am I doing? Straight face thing. Am I killing it? It's my poker face.
At one of my marriages, someone stood up and said, "Keep the fighting clean and the sex dirty. The minute it flip flops, you're down."
That's nice. I like
I
that.
like that. All right.
No doggy for tofu.
Way to go, J-Bone.
Ah,
Keep the wait, what did they say? Keep the fighting clean and the sex dirty. If it flips the other way around, you're getting divorced.
yep. You're on your third Chihuahua. I've never had a Chihuahua, but I had a half Chihuahua and half wiener dog, a Chiweenie. Slot Puppy makes a really solid point, though. Really solid point.
Seek help. Sex is good for the soul. Sex is a stress reliever. Oh, I think it's fantastic. I miss it so much.
Well, then why don't you just we'll wrap this up right now, and you can go to the airport.
I miss boning you.
Flip flops. Never leave home without them.
Do you miss it?
Do I miss the bone phone? Well, I think you probably know the answer to that.
I've never been so comfortable having sex with anyone except you.
Really? What a
Yeah.
beautiful thing to say.
Took
Is
me
it
a
because
long
we laugh
time.
all the time? Is it because we laugh all the time?
Yes. But do you remember when I first got naked with you for like the first 2 years? I covered my fupa with pillows and I lied to you and told you that I work out all the time and I didn't want to embarrass you with my six pack.
Yes, that's kind of that really is kind of how it went down.
Yeah, like I didn't want to make you feel ashamed because I'm all about fitness and you believed it.
Yes,
And then
you
like
said the six
within
pack you have in your stomach, mine is so much better. I don't want to bum you out. So
Yeah.
there's 4 pillows and a comforter.
this six pack of potatoes. But then do you remember this last year I finally got fully naked and I was like,
I do.
babe, it's not a six pack. I let myself go and now it's like this big pillow.
Quarter keg. Come on, I'm kidding. The you know what's funnier though, and what I'm more proud of you. Don't smile or laugh if you're angry. The best part of this, believe it or not, and we'll get judged for this, but I just like the fact that you don't have to go downstairs, get in a taxi cab, drive 11 miles, find a public restroom, use it, right? And then get in a cab, come back 11 miles. I mean, when we first started hanging out, most of the time, if you were going to use a restroom, you had to do it in a different city than the one we were staying in. And that was a bit frustrating.
Baby, you didn't like pooping around me either. Don't act like you're all shy about this.
By day 3, I was dropping deuces.
You were not.
I was doing the pull my finger trick on the 4th day.
You still mute your phone when you take a shit when we're FaceTiming.
You're sticking with that? You're really going to put that out there for the world? You liarhead.
I do too. Tommy gets really mad. I go, hold on. I sit there on the toilet and I go, hold on just a minute. And then I hit mute and he goes, I can't believe you're muting it.
I can't believe we're still doing this. Like, you know, like I'm going to hear and then go, I'm out. I'm out. That's it. Sound like my old Selly, right? I'm done. No, I really don't do that.
You did tell me that I sound like your old Selly.
There was one time where there was a little bass in your voice. Usually it sounds like a flugelhorn, but this time was a little. And then this thing happened. Then this kind of happened. Everything in the house started doing this one. I was like, what the hell was that? Right? Dutch oven, we're not there yet.
I'd kill him.
Yeah.
I'd kill him. No way, man.
She would kill me.
No way.
She would kill me.
I would murder straight up. And it's legal in Ecuador. You just send in I think it's a $12 fine.
It's over 30, but it's not a lot. Yeah, I remember walking. I was going into the kitchen or doing something. I was going to go get some coffee or cook something, and I walked by and the door was open and there was Reese on the throne. I went, good Lord, we've made it.
I poop in front of you.
You do.
I actually was more comfortable pooping in front of you before I got naked. Guys, it's hard because if you date somebody fatter than you, you're happy to get naked. I got naked in front of Jeff right away. I was like, I don't care. He's triple my size and I didn't care. And I don't care that he was a big guy. I was attracted to it. But flugelhorn. But Tommy works out, guys, like hardcore. Tommy works out a lot. He does
Yeah.
all kinds of workouts, and I've never tried that in my life. I try to maintain.
I have to
And
work out. I got a trophy wife. She's a third of my age.
oh yeah.
I got to
Yeah,
work at it.
a real trophy. Um
You know,
so
there is a lid for every pot. You do realize that there are people that are looking at your body type and going. In fact, I think you may have met one.
there is a lid for every trash can.
You know what? You couldn't have just let that one go, huh? Huh? Pitched a slow one across the plate. You couldn't have just swung at it. You
Like a mouse on a moped.
gotta. That's actually great, squirrel. No, but it was a little more bassy than that. You know what I mean? And if I had to do it, I'm not trying to shame the wife. I love her, but it's it sounded more like someone was trying to rip a carpet in half. It's kind of one of those. Mop man, that'll get you in shape fast, man. That'll get you in shape fast. What? Didn't it have like a ripping carpet kind of sound? Like somebody was tearing a Oriental carpet in half? That's don't judge me. Don't judge me. I'm just telling you. Just telling you what it sounded like.
That's mean. And it's
Like,
not true.
but you know those things where they go like
No,
the
we
pitch
get
bend?
it. I think we
No,
get
that's
it.
what it
I
normally
think your
sounds.
examples
It's
are
usually
perfect.
high and just kind of cute. We get the and then she gets this look and I laugh my ass off. But there was that one that sounded like someone starting a Harley Davidson.
Do you remember that one?
I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry. It did sound a little like a Harley.
Do you remember that one that you did say that? You said that sounds like my old cellmate.
Yeah, that's the one I was referring to. It sounded a lot like you were tearing a Oriental carpet in half.
Okay. Why is it an Oriental carpet?
Well, have you ever tried to? They're the most rugged carpets in the entire world, but it would be that kind of ripping sound. But look, I'm not shaming you. You told the entire world, that I once farted for 1 minute and 30 seconds.
You did.
Yes, I did.
You cannot feed Tommy garlic. Now, we're Italian. We love garlic. It gives him the wind. Fierce. Bad. Speaking of tearing a carpet, it sounds like you're blowing up a building. It's bad.
I thought that she was out of the house, so I kind of let one go, and it just kept going. It was one of those things where I was like, "Wow, that's crazy." And about 30 seconds in, I was like, "This literally could be the." It was garlic hummus.
Oh, it was so bad. Oh,
In my defense, right? We had 2 of them in the refrigerator, and you said to me, "What? You need to eat that one. It's going to go bad. Eat that one." And I was like, "You want me to kill it?" You were like, "If you can, eat it." So I did. I ate the entire thing,
and it was also like ripping a carpet in half.
it really was, and it just kept going. And then when she walked in the room and looked at me like she thought I was faking it, I looked up at her like this, and it went on for about another 20 seconds while I was going.
It was unbelievable.
It was unbelievable.
Truly unbelievable.
And then you know how Reese is. Reese says the funniest shit in the world. She looked at me and went, "That was a storybook fart."
I don't know why I said that. I said it was a storybook fart because I was like, you could have read a whole storybook and it would still be going. I do have weird things that I make up out of nowhere. I don't know why I said that. Oh, it was really bad, guys. It was terrible.
Yeah, Mom, man, I don't eat beets. I can't do it.
Me either. Interesting. Yeah, so I'm comfortable farting and pooping in front of you now. Oh, I have a funny story for you guys. I'm going to say it.
Oh, boy.
Remember the time I was eating candy in bed here?
Oh, no. You're really going to tell that story? Okay.
A bunch of people have left. You guys, Tommy and I were watching a movie one night on my computer here. And I was eating a box of Junior Mints. I love Junior Mints.
A box of Junior Mints.
I feel like your brother doesn't even know the story. I was eating a box of Junior Mints, and I love Junior Mints. I remember I've eaten them since as long as I can remember. And thanks, Love and Life. And we were well done with the movie, The Mints. It was over, and we thought we were going to bed, but then we made eye contact. And I was like, oh, well, I've got time for more. And Tommy gets up because, like we said, we pretty much like doggy. So he has to get up, and he comes around to the other side of the bed, and I get like positioned, right? And he goes, "Oh my God, don't trip, don't look." He was like, "I got this, babe, but don't look." He was like, "You shit yourself." I was like, "What?" And he was like, "It's okay." He was like, "But you shit yourself. I will clean it up." Tommy's so sweet, by the way. He was serious. He goes, "I'll clean it up. Don't look, babe. Don't look." And I was like melting down inside. I was so embarrassed. I was like, "You're kidding." I was like, "I did not." I said I didn't. I'm not 900 years old. I did not shit. I would know if I shit myself. And he's like, "You did, and it's bad." And I was like, "Tommy, I haven't had one stomach cramp. I don't have a gallbladder. I've shit myself enough to know." And he goes, "Don't look, don't look." You looked. And I look, and it was a melted Junior Mint.
But you had to see this, right? It was on the sheets. It was like that long, right? I don't know whether your foot had got it or what, but there was like this streak and then a small little nugget down at the bottom. And by way of full disclosure, we can't do the full disclosure. We just can't. But I had reason to believe that maybe that had happened.
And I was sure I didn't. I was like, "Babe, I did not." And he goes, "Yes, you did." I'm like, "We're arguing right now whether or not I shit myself. I would know." And he was like, "Don't look, don't look, don't look." He was like, "I'll clean it up. It's okay." And I was like panicking because I'm like, "Did I poop myself and I don't know?" Like, we just watched a movie. And I went, "Oh God." And he was like, "Don't." Oh, you looked. And I went, "Oh my God, it's a Junior Mint." And it was bad. It was like super exploded. Like it melted all over.
It was absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, it was bad. It was really gross. Tiffany B, thank you for the super sticker, babe.
I love that. Thank you so much.
I just choked on my vape. It was highly embarrassing. I was so embarrassed. I wasn't ready to poop in front of Tommy yet. So he's like telling me I just pooped all over the bed. And I was like, "What?" Like that was a mood killer. But I think we still had sex.
Yes. And that's the punchline. Yes, we did. But then again, that almost always ends that way. But that's kind of why I had assumed that, in fact, we did it before and after the fresh breath. Yes. It was surprising how much it didn't smell bad.
I'm really glad, Marsha Jacob Burr. Thank you for saying that.
But when I first saw it, I thought, oh man. And it wasn't just that I was trying to be nice. I didn't want you bailing and saying, "I'm embarrassed. I got to go to Cleveland." Like you get embarrassed and you.
Oh, I would have left the country. Love you, Just Joan. Yeah, I was. Oh, good for you, thought criminal. Yeah. Criminal. Joan Marie, Tommy is a good man. He was so sweet about it. He's like, "Babe, don't look." He was like, "I'm going to go get some towels." He was like, "We're going to get this cleaned up and then we're going to have sex. It'll be fine." I was like, "I can't." It was crazy. That was such a I'll never forget that. Looking down and you were like, "You looked," and you were all panicked. And I went, "That's a Junior Mint." And then we laughed so hard.
But at first I didn't believe it. I'm like, I go, "That is not a Junior Mint." And then you just all bold as hell reached out and grabbed the nugget. Do you remember the face? Because I'm telling you, it looked.
I did. I grabbed the nugget and you freaked out. It was like, I felt like Bill Murray in Caddyshack. I was like, "It's no big deal." You were the old grandma. You were like, "Ah."
Did you see the Thought Criminal's next comment? Now our morning conversation is, "Have you pooped today?"
That's hilarious.
Speaking of which, one of the funniest things ever is the daddy thing.
Oh my God. That meme I sent you?
Say it again.
The meme I sent you?
Yes. That's one of the funniest things I've ever seen. That's what it means to be old.
Caddyshack, Mary Beth. That meme, it said, "My girlfriend and I were getting ready to have sex." And I meant to say, "Who's your daddy?" And I said, "How's your daddy?" And we proceeded to put our clothes back on and talk about her father's diabetes.
You don't want to go with Butterfinger. You want to go with what is that? What did he use in Caddyshack?
He's
Baby,
like, "A duty!"
Baby Ruth.
Babe Ruth, yeah.
Baby Ruth.
A duty.
Duty.
It's no big deal. I love the old lady. She's like, "Ah."
Yeah. See, oh no, my dirty mind. I heard daddy.
Oh, was it? Was it no, it wasn't 100 grand. It was a Baby Ruth.
It was a Baby Ruth. The other one that cracked me up was the meme that I sent you. Daddy, I've been a really, really bad girl. For the last time, it's Father, forgive me for I have sinned. That one slayed me.
Babe, that was bad.
No, you know something? I will bet anything always on Caddyshack. Conservatively speaking, I've seen it 500,000 times. I do like 100 grand bars, though. They're tasty. They have little rice things in them.
I love Caddyshack. I've seen it so many times.
Yes, you have.
I want the entire pool scrubbed and sterilized.
Yeah, he was fantastic. Do you know I have an autograph from people in Caddyshack? Somebody gave it to me the first year in business, and I have Lacey Underall. She's no longer with us. She passed away.
You had the hots for her.
I was a fan.
My dad never liked you.
Classic. Such a
So
good.
good.
It really is.
I'll give you asthma. That's a great movie. I could quote that whole movie. I love that movie.
That's because every single line in it is quotable. Jump ship in Hong Kong. Pearl Looper.
I love Rodney Dangerfield in that.
Hyrule says, hubby acts like a woman about gross things. He will gag. Skeeve, right? The Italians say skivare, skeeve, do that kind of thing. Yeah, weak stomachs.
Yeah,
That is a cool factoid, Barb. They had to make a foam candy bar to float in the pool because a real Baby Ruth would sink like a rock. Trivia for today. And then they drained the entire pool. Oh, look at that. You couldn't just grab the net and pull the thing out of there?
Oh, please, babe.
What?
That's so rude. Her breath is not that bad.
Mopman says, I liked Airplane a little better than Caddyshack.
I never saw it.
I'm sorry, what? Could you say that in my good ear? See a stone cold like a bootiac? Lay him down or smack him, flack him. It is a very funny movie. You absolutely need to see. They worked 210 jokes. I'm sure I don't want to get this wrong. I think it was 210 jokes. It ends up being literally like 3 jokes per minute.
Want to make $14 the hard way?
But you were something before electricity.
Can you make a shoe smell?
What do you do back in Boys Town?
What do you do back in Boys Town? Nice boy, nice kid. That girl was hot. Lacey, whatever her name is. Or no, that was her name in the movie, Lacey. She was really a pretty girl.
She was a pretty girl.
She was a very pretty girl, and I liked her body.
Like skinny skiing, going to bullfights on acid.
Some acid.
When my husband was at the emergency right in front of the nurse's station, they came over and asked him if he was gassy. Then he ripped one for 1.5 minutes. He said a little. Oh, that's funny. You know, do you remember Grumpy Old Men?
Oh, loved Grumpy Old Men.
Okay, so one of them fell off the roof. No joke. I think it was Walter Matthau, and injured himself and was, he was not a young guy. And they went running up to him, and his partner said, the other guy from the film,
Jack Lemmon.
He said, please tell me you're all right. Are you okay? Are you all right? And he goes, yeah. And he goes, are you comfortable? He goes, I make a decent living. I think that's one of the funniest stories ever. When I had my stroke in jail, they came over, and the first question was, Are you comfortable? And I wanted to say it so badly, but I had the stroke mouth, and it was a bummer. Then I wanted to write it down, but I can only use my left hand. And if you've ever tried writing with the opposite hand, it's a waste of time.
That is a waste of time.
Thought Criminal says, I find farts really amusing. Too much so, to be honest.
I loved Walter Matthau and Jack Lemmon, and I loved Burgess Meredith.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really?
I mean,
that's it. Yeah.
No, one of my favorite things ever was the original Odd Couple, and they were. Oh wow, you'd love it. It's about a sports writer who's just a slob, and his partner, who is the most fastidious and clean guy ever.
I had the hots for both of them, but I really had the hots for Walter Matthau. But I always have the hots for that kind of humor. It's more attractive to me, that kind of humor. Do you remember that movie? There's some great lines in that movie.
Absolutely.
Remember when his wife kicks out Jack Lemmon and he goes over to Walter Matthau's with a pillow, and he knocks on the window and he goes, "What?" He goes, "I'm cold." And he goes, "Here's some matches. Set yourself on fire."
Yeah, my dad was had a very similar sense of humor.
Yeah, your dad. I could totally, the way you describe your dad, I could see that. When Jack Lemmon comes over to his house to spend the night, he finally lets him in, and he goes, "Get a glass of milk," and he pours it out, and it's like cottage cheese.
Yeah.
He goes, "What?" He goes, "This milk has chunks in it." So good. I love that movie. Both of them were really good.
Ogre from Revenge of the Nerds just passed away. What a bummer.
I never saw it. Grumpier Old Men was actually funnier to me than the grumpy one.
Really? You thought?
Yeah, it was less sad. Grumpy Old Men was kind of sad.
Yeah.
It was a little bit depressing. The lady, Grumpier had, what's her name? Sophia Loren.
Was it Sophia Loren?
Yeah, Sophia Loren, and the other lady that played his wife, Jack Lemmon's wife, was also
right. The Anne Margaret.
Beauties. But Sophia Loren was hot in that movie.
Have we seen Austin Powers?
I love gold.
We quote it too often.
All the time.
You'd be bummed out. Beth got to eat with Burgess Meredith. That is the coolest thing ever.
I loved Burgess Meredith.
Yeah, I hope that you at least called him Mickey once.
I love when he pretended to be a doctor in the grocery store in that movie for the old ladies. And Jack Lemmon goes, "I got to go. Dad's playing his doctor trick again." And some lady runs by the cucumbers and he goes, "It's okay. I'm a doctor." It's so cute.
Yeah, it really is.
Remember, she's talking about Hawaii, and he goes, "I love Hawaii." She goes, "Which island?" He goes, "Come on, I want to lay you."
Yep. Pass the poi mahalo.
Remember, it's an old Italian lady he falls in love with.
They dropped that in. They dropped that in Wayne's World too.
Oh.
Mukalaki hiki. Come on, I want to lay you. Pass the poi mahalo. Funny.
Babe. Quit trying to get laid with every woman in sight.
Yeah, that's kind of my defining characteristic. I'll back it off a notch.
Mop Man, I liked Goldmember. I thought it was funny.
You know what? I liked Goldmember. I thought that was Wong and a Blintz.
No.
Smoking a pancake.
Pipe and a crepe. No.
I thought that was super funny.
There's no pleasing you. I actually really liked Goldmember.
I did too. I thought that was a funny movie.
Mm-hmm.
The when he's meeting with Mr. Roboto, and the guy they're putting they're translating, and it keeps coming out with
Taki mushroom.
Yeah.
Would you like a piece of shit?
Yeah. Kiss your mother with that mouth.
I loved it. I thought it was great. There's a lot of lines in that.
Look at how pretty she is.
She is pretty.
She loves you.
Does she?
You know she does.
Squirrel, it's your stepmother.
That's why she's sitting there looking at you.
That's why she's giving me the stink eye.
Reese likes to come in and instantly tell Squirrel that I'm not impressed. I have 4 of you. Or 2 or 3 of you. Yeah.
I always go, Squirrel, don't pull this shit with me. I have 3 of you at home. You're not special. And then what do? I pick her up like that cartoon on Looney Tunes. I'm like, I will name her George and I will pet her and I will love her. I pick up Squirrel and I just like yank her into my chest and she's like, oh, and she just sits there.
It's true.
I do it to Caitlin too. And Caitlin's a damn brat.
Yeah, but you're one of the best pictures ever. Have you ever showed people that picture?
Mm-hmm. Hey,
With
Anna
the,
Banana.
with the tail over the top of your head? Like it's
I have.
I love that picture.
Steel Magnolias was sad, but great lines. You know, another sad movie, but great lines. Funny until
Yes.
it wasn't. Terms of Endearment.
Oh yeah. How about the Royal Tannenbaums? That's a heavy ass movie, but it's funny.
I don't think it's as heavy as you think it is.
Oh boy, I do.
I know, but you really relate to that movie.
I do.
And it is sad to us, but I think it's actually not supposed to be that sad.
Some of the lines in there are just, the relationship between the father and the kids. I mean, once you get past the funny, it's one of those things like the first time you see it, you laugh your ass off. I remember reading Catcher in the Rye, which is a book that the first time I read it, I was about 15. Oh, did I see Being there? I Rule Your Stock just went up.
I've never
really
heard
did.
of it. And no, I haven't seen The Princess Bride, Barbara Waite.
Very, very few people have remember that film or have even seen it. It's about a dim-witted guy who was a gardener. His name is Chauncey, but they start calling him Chauncey Gardner, thinking it's his last name. And he gets all the way to the White House, and he says things that are just, he'll come out and say, if you plant in the spring, then you can harvest by the fall. And everybody in the room goes, ooh, like he's the deepest dude in the world. And by the end, they're talking about trying to run him for president. And he's got an IQ of nothing. Great movie. So funny. I liked Mask.
I like
Brother,
Mask.
Where Art Thou? I really like that movie. Reese did not.
I did not. The Mask is not my favorite Jim Carrey movie. I thought he did great in Liar Liar.
And he was great as Ace Ventura.
Yeah, but what's the other one we love that we quote a lot? Not
Liar
Liar.
Liar. Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah, Dumb and Dumber. I liked him in Dumb and Dumber as well. The Mask was good, but I haven't seen it in a while. And Tommy only likes it for Cameron Diaz.
What?
Don't say other words.
That's ridiculous.
Oh, please.
He's ugly.
Okay. She is so hot in that movie.
That was that was her debut film.
Yeah, she's really, really hot in that movie.
But I liked all the Ace Venturas.
I did too. Yeah, those were good.
Righty then. Shit killed me. First time you see that, it's so funny when he's doing the chants.
I haven't seen those movies in a long time. I did not like The Cable Guy. Didn't see Yes Man, and The Truman Show I've never seen, but I've been told I should see it because it's like the story of my life. Hey, Debbie.
The Truman Show you should see.
Well, we should watch it next time I'm in Ecuador.
Well, can you just go to the airport, please?
I'm trying to plan a trip around our birthdays, guys.
That's way too far away.
No, it's not. It's pretty soon, actually.
I said it's too far away.
It's actually not, babe. It's middle of May almost.
Maybe you could come here in the end of May, beginning of June.
I can't afford it.
I miss you. I might be able to scrape something up.
But we looked, and plane tickets are cheaper, less in season you get into. And like July is really not in season, so they're cheaper then.
Your hair's killing me.
I never saw that.
Feinberg loved Young Frankenstein.
By the way, Jen is a good friend of mine, and I keep forgetting to tell you, you don't say her last name right. It's not Feinberg. It's Finberg.
And you just let me do that for what, a month?
Also, Mr. Carson is Mrs. Carson. She just uses his account. So you got to call her Mrs. Carson.
So you just let me do this so that you can then drop it on me later and be like, you've been screwing this up for months.
I think I said that to you a while back about Jen. I'm pretty sure I brought that up.
Lies.
She doesn't care. I call her Fen Jinberg because I did that one night.
My man, rollin' the hay.
Sharon, a round trip ticket right now is close to $1,200.
Yes. I liked it when he said, werewolf, their wolf, their castle. Why are you talking like that? I thought you wanted to. Blazing Saddles was really funny. You
I
couldn't
saw
make
that,
that
but I
movie today.
don't remember Blazing Saddles very well, but I have seen it.
Funny movie, but you could never
Um,
make it today.
it's expensive right now because everything's expensive, like gas. Like I got gas yesterday; it was $4.09 a gallon.
We stopped talking about gas like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah,
Oh, for your car.
yeah, not the
It was-
carpet ripping kind.
How much was it?
$4.09 a gallon. It was close to $50 to fill my tank.
Miss Colleen says, Being There, the only movie I walked out on. How fascinating. Interesting. I think it's one of the funniest movies ever made. It absolutely crippled me.
Yeah,
That movie
Sharon.
is so funny.
Most of my tickets to Ecuador, like the cheap. Oh, I love Super Troopers.
So do
I haven't seen it in a long time. The cheapest ticket to Ecuador that I got was like 900, and then it was like 1,000.
There was an 8 in there. One of the very first.
Was it?
Yeah.
Well, right now they're like 1,200, and I think it's because my parents even said like plane tickets are expensive right now. Everything's expensive because of the gas.
Right. Absolutely.
So we'll wait it out, guys, because the more closer we get into our summer here, it's their winter. So that's
It's
when
really cold. It's like 74 degrees.
yeah. That when I was there last year during that time, all the Ecuadorians were wearing coats and scarves, and I was walking around in like shorty shorts and flip flops. But that's
Yeah.
like Floridians. They say that people who are from Florida, if it drops down to like 65, they get their Uggs out. I open my windows when the temperature is like 45. That's crazy, P. Taylor. Yeah, so you travel in the off season, the tickets will go down. I'm looking again to go sometime in July.
You know what else is cool about July if we pull that off? Mario's puts back up its 2-for-1 sign, which says every day two
is
for
true.
one just today.
It's cheaper to go in Ecuador in the off season because all the food's cheaper, everything's cheaper. Lodging is cheaper.
Cabs.
Cabs.
Taxi cabs.
Yep. Yeah.
Although they're pretty much on to the fact that we're locals now. I don't get the gringo tax anymore, which is a good thing. You know, that they think you're a tourist. The $1 taxi ride becomes the $3 taxi ride. In season, they all make a bunch more money.
Oh my God, it's so much more expensive to go there in season.
It is.
Peanut.
I could use you here, woman. I'm not going to lie to you.
Desley, continue to do what you're doing. The past is long gone, and Tofu is saying the same about what she did. Nurses who New York lurk at replay the mess. Okay. I want to say thank you. It's happy Nurses Week. It's Nurses Week. I just found that out in my last stream.
I'll be
And I
damned.
mean that. Thank you to all of our nurses. I know a lot of you. Renee B, Alana, she's not in this stream. Meredith
See,
Lynn,
Step Brothers is very funny.
never saw it.
I know, but I think you need to. It's got quotable lines in it, a lot of them. I think you would be very entertained.
Okay.
Come here. Come here, you little snot. Come over here. I know.
What's tomorrow?
You mean what day of the week?
Yeah, I was thinking tomorrow was Saturday.
It's
Weird.
Thursday.
Because we usually stream on Fridays. I'm getting confused because I think it's Friday because we're streaming. Tomorrow's Thursday. I will be on my channel in the afternoon. What are you doing?
Tomorrow, hopefully, my lungs are feeling better, and I'm going to try to get up a couple of shows. And I have a members only show that I'm going to be putting up tomorrow, where I'm showing people me in the kitchen doing a little cooking.
I got to see it first.
Always.
You looked hot.
Did I?
I liked your jammy pants.
And tell me that what I cooked didn't look fantastic.
I wasn't looking at that.
That's my girl.
I
Love
wasn't.
the way your hair looks tonight. Let's kick everybody out and get naked.
Okay.
Should I have waited to
you
see
mean-
afterwards?
Guys, will you hit subscribe and quit dicking around? Hit the subscribe button. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all the super chats, the memberships. That was really, really nice of you. I mean it. Thank you, Chrissy Twig. I got confused because we normally stream on Fridays. I don't know what that means, Mary Beth. Little relationship Tourette's. Buffy, I did put GERD on for you. Sure, we can do that real quick. Ready?
I am.
Hey, BWAT.
Who the hell's BWAT? I'm sorry, I thought we were already playing. BWAT, good to have you.
Excuse me, sir. I was just.
I'm with the blonde woman. Leave me alone. I have no money. She sometimes gets jealous. Leave me alone.
That's sad as shit, babe. It's sad how you have to rock back and forth. I rule what time tomorrow for which stream. I always stream in the afternoon. I love you, Jen. I called my husband at his office today and he said, hey, I'm calling the bone phone. And I didn't know I was on speaker.
You think I could church up that story? The one I have the worst story in the world for that. I can church this up. I was married to somebody that was just a little rough around the edges, an attorney, and you know how attorneys can be. But what ended up happening is her mom had just bought a new car, a little teeny thing. So I'm driving by the gas station, and she's out there like standing in front of the car looking kind of panicked. And I pulled in and said, what's going on? And she said, the fob won't start the car. And I said, well, just come back to the house and we can call the car dealership. You don't have to stand out here in the heat in the desert. We lived a mile and a half away. When my wife, the woman I was married to at the time, came walking through the door, she said the foulest thing you've ever heard a woman say to a husband about what she wanted to do at that moment. And I said, sexually, just foul. And I said to her, hey, say hi to your mother. And she went, that's not funny. I said, no, it's not. I said, I'm going for a walk. I'll be back in 2 weeks. It was absolutely horrific. I can't say what she said.
I know you told me that story. I know what she said.
Yeah, it's just foul.
That's weird. It's kind of a weird story. Like, it's not even really that funny. Jen Finberg's was funny. I can't imagine doing that and my mom being there. That's gross. Chef Brian, I saw him not too long ago, Sassy. I think he's doing fine.
He has decided that he doesn't like the lifeboat much. I'm too political, which is a shame. He was kind about it. He's sent me emails, but he doesn't. I'm apparently far too political, which is interesting. But
well, you know what though? I mean, it's a choice. It's a choice.
Absolutely, it is. Absolutely, it is.
People leave us all the time for the weirdest reasons. Yeah, Mary Beth.
Yeah, we do. People do leave for a long time. He is okay. Yes, I am.
I thought I saw him recently on my stream, but I could be wrong. I think I'm wrong. I remember someone going, "Are you related to Chef Brian?" It was like a.
I think that was in my stream. There was a chef, somebody else in there, and someone asked, "Are you?" Yeah, it was Chef. I can't remember the name, but it was a different chef.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Me too, Jeannie Hansen.
I like spending time with all of you too.
Yeah, this is always fun. I love doing this with Tommy because I get to see him and talk to him like I would on the FaceTime. Okay, Sassy.
There you go.
I will be on my normal time tomorrow in the afternoon, somewhere between 4 and 5:30ish, somewhere in there. Yeah. We're getting close to school being out. I just have a lot going on that I'm trying to think of and balance. He came in maybe a week or so ago. Yeah, I thought so. Third Eye Open, but I can't remember. Well, we all know he's doing fine. He just chose to dip out because Tommy's political, and he wasn't really a fan of me so much anyway. He was a fan of Tommy and Johnny. I think he liked your content more. He didn't give a shit about mine.
Yeah, I think
he'd come in to be supportive, but you could tell he didn't enjoy it. He'd always pop in and go, "Okay, bye."
Yes, not his anchovy.
And that's totally okay. No disrespect.
It is okay. It doesn't make him a bad person. We did not leave on ugly terms. We just
it's YouTube, guys. People do it all the time. Often people are like, "Hey, what happened to so and so?" Like, people leave all the time.
If you ever just want to have a great laugh, pick anybody's channel. Doesn't matter who it is. Go back to the very first live they did and look at the comments. You know what would make you laugh? All of the people that hate us are all over my comment section saying, "You're the best. I love you.
I'll never leave." Yeah. Thank you, Jen. I love Jen Finberg.
I'm just going with Jen. You've shamed me.
You could call her Fen Jinberg.
What is that?
Oh, what is that? It looks like I'm vaping. It's my hair clip.
I knew that.
I don't vape. I've never vaped
I've
in my
played with
life.
it before in the car. We'd be driving around. I'd play with it.
Thank you, Tennessee girl. Guys, thanks for being here.
This was fun.
This was very fun. Oh, I hear Moose crying. I got to go let him in.
Moose!
Mods, thank you for what you guys do. It's late. I appreciate you. Did a 3-hour stream on mine. Now you're doing 2 hours here. Thank you, mods. Bye, Mop Man. Thank you for the super chats tonight, guys. The super chats, the memberships, the gifted memberships. It never goes unappreciated. Thank you. Night, Inner Sparkle Monkey. I love you guys. I'm going to hit end. Babe, don't leave yet. We'll probably be back for Friday night if you're up for it. We just had time today and talked about doing one in the middle of the week. But if you're cool with it, you guys want to, we'll do our regular Friday night stream. All right. Love you guys. I will see everybody tomorrow on my channel.
Sorry.
Yeah, Moose is at the door. I will see everybody on my channel tomorrow. Swedish Fish Andrea, she's got a weird schedule, Barbara Waite, but she's definitely more the other team. I know she comes in and says hi to me, but she might have decided to hate me too. Who knows? It's okay. Guys, I can take it. It's YouTube. It's not the end of the world. All right. Have a good night, everyone. Love you all. I'm going to hit end.